So today, me and Vova will discuss about getting reviews on Amazon after Amazon has introduced one policy that on rebates and coupons that manipulating some reviewers like Chinese sellers. We can say that Chinese sellers are getting a lot of reviews on daily basis and monthly basis and yearly basis. Many of almost we can say that like that bigger sellers, Amazon has suspended their accounts and their funds got stuck there. But at the end, they don't care about it. They will come again. They are huge sellers, but they are manipulating the system algorithm, so they get blocked. So today, Vova will discuss with us how we can do it in secure way and how he can help us in the community. Actually, he's here to help community. To be very frank, so he will share with us. So Vova, please.
Yeah, hey everyone. My name is Vova Evan. I'm a seller on Amazon. Started selling in about late 2016. That time I was a lifeguard. I worked as a lifeguard pretty much in swimming pools and then on beaches. During that time, I started developing my Amazon business. So it kind of was after a year and a half doing some stuff online. I became an online entrepreneur somewhere in 2015. In early 15, I opened a travel blog and I got inspired to do online entrepreneurship when I was traveling through Asia. I did like 1 year of travels through India, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, Myanmar, and Japan. So while traveling, I was traveling with a backpack. You know, it's really awesome to see the world. I was traveling on really small budget and I traveled through so many countries. I felt the ultimate freedom. And this kind of inspired me to do something. And then I met someone in the end of the travels that told me about travel blogging, becoming a travel blogger, sharing your story through blogs. And that's what I started doing when I came back home after the travel. I started, so yeah.
It is intro actually. It is. I showed him that he is already introducing himself.
Yeah, we have Shazad there as well, I see, and
Yeah.
Vice, yeah. So that's pretty much in a few words. So I started travel blogging. I was 2015. And I was working at that time as a lifeguard. So I was kind of working in swimming pools and I was working in spa. So there was time to listen to podcasts, to do some stuff, to write things on like a notebook. So I tried doing stuff online. Nothing really worked, to be honest. The travel blog never brought any money. Then I tried selling pictures. I like photography. So I started like posting some of them on some websites, which really didn't bring much. Actually, it brought $2 all in the whole year. That was the first sale online, but super exciting. $2 to PayPal, pretty cool. And somewhere in 2016, right, there was a lot of time like nothing worked, and me and my friends we tried running like or building like a gym wear company for people who work out. Never worked out. It was just talking, not doing. But then Amazon FBA 2016, how it was, I found drop shipping through Google. All right. So I just ran into this term drop shipping. I was like, what is that? And then I understood that you can do drop shipping. For those who don't know, I never tried it actually. I just discovered it. Yes, I do private label as a seller, but you essentially are the connector kind of. Let's say you have a website, somebody orders from you on your website, and you as a drop shipper, you buy it from someone else kind of and send it to someone. And well, that's in a few words the process, but I never done it, but I've discovered it, shared it with my friend who's now my business partner. He told me like, oh, pretty interesting. And then he did some Google research and found Amazon FBA. All right. So that's how I started. We took a course in in Russian language from Ukrainian people. I'm taking to 2016. And we launched our first product. It was Kitchen Caesars in early 2017. 25th of January was my first sale. And since then, we have been selling in Amazon US and Canada. We've sold about $1 million plus worth of goods on these two markets. Yeah, we're profiting around 20%. So we're not huge sellers, but nevertheless, I did quit my job late 2017 after being a year in the business. We did first year $147,000 in sales and our margin was 17%. So not much, but it allowed me to believe in myself and quit the job and move to Thailand. I've spent a few years living there, developing the business. Then I started doing YouTube. So that's like in a few words. And I don't want to, just take too much of guys' time. I want to share the content. I want everybody to get something from this live today with Waseem. Waseem, thank you for having me today. I appreciate that a lot. And I really hope to help the friends here in the group and everybody who's watching to get some new ideas maybe for their reviews. And generally, if you have any questions, just ask. But yeah. So hello, everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really inspiration. It's really inspiration for us because You have motivated me a lot. You
Thanks, man.
move, you leave your job, and then you move to Thailand, and then you build your own business. Like struggle, persistence is always. So these kind of things. Like there's one one guy wants you to visit Pakistan as well.
Yeah, Shazad Jute. Yeah, I see you. Hopefully, we'll visit someday, man. Hoping to do that, but never been yet.
So what would you say like to getting reviews and how we can get it in better way, in the safe way? For
Right.
suppose if we have launched on new products and we do not have any reviews, okay, and Amazon Wine program they are also charging. So
Yeah, they're
how
charging right now.
the new sellers they can get some benefits for the reviews?
Right. Pretty good question, man. And honestly, I'll start with like if we go completely white hat, like doing it purely without any sort of going against terms of service of Amazon. Yes, the most normal way would be starting sales with PPC, right? No rebates, no anything. After the recent changes with Amazon, they actually mentioned some things about search, find, buy, and all these techniques. Two-step URL as well. They're saying like, hey guys, you technically can't use that anymore, at least from what I've read and from what I understood. So it's kind of still not too kind of clear, but it seems to be clear that they're closing this way of ranking, which is
Yeah,
really nice way of ranking, right? Because let me just explain the idea behind that search, find, buy for
yeah,
those who have maybe heard about it or not. So what's the idea? Somebody types in the keyword that is relevant to your product that leaves an impression on Amazon, right? And there's impression for your product. And then they click on it. There's click through. That means a relevant buyer hopefully saw the product, click on the product, and then they add it to cart, which is also a good sign for the algorithm. Maybe do some activity on the page, which is also a good sign for the algorithm, like time spent on page, and then they buy it. So there's like a full cycle of search, impression, click-through rate, and purchase eventually, right? That shows the algorithm that somebody found this product, it was relevant to what he was searching for, and bought. Now, what happened recently is Amazon said, like, guys, you can't really do that deliberately. You can't really say, like, to people, many of us maybe used to do, just like guiding people, hey, go do that kind of process. And we used to give rebates to people, maybe giving them money back or some gift cards. So now it's kind of unclear. It seems like it's not an option. So what do we do? How can we get reviews white hat? Again, only way 100% white hat Waseem and friends that are watching, in my opinion, run ads on Amazon itself, right? People will buy the product with 0 reviews. It will cost you money probably. It's hard to do this way. We're going to talk about a bit more about how we can get reviews in different ways. I've prepared like a list of things here, but just for now, just to understand how to do it completely white hat, PPC sales, then people buy your product again. And that's also, we got to say that your product's got to be right before that, right? If you did a way to stand out against your competition, you've improved something, and then you will actually get sales with 0 reviews. Maybe less sales than if you were to have reviews, obviously, because reviews show social proof. But really, if you did a good work on really improving the problems of this niche, then you have a good chance to get bought with 0 reviews. Then people will buy your product, and then there's a chance that they leave you a review. So, and plus Vine, which is a Vine, how you say it, right? Wine program, where
yeah.
you can actually pay Amazon, and then you have a chance getting some reviews, right? I never used this program because from what I've heard, Vine reviewers can be really kind of hardcore, like in terms of leaving you 3-star, 2-star, not necessarily, but it might happen. Let me quickly check. And there's Sulaiman Khan. Gotta give a big shout out to him. He's a friend of mine, also from Pakistan. Good fella, very smart. I think with the years to come, you're gonna hear a lot about him. He's young, very talented, very good fella. Good to know him. So yeah, more sales velocity, getting reviews at faster rates. So yeah, what Suleiman said is right. So if you get more sales, technically you have more chances of people that will leave you a review. So again, white hat 100%, that's the only method, like just sale and then they leave. Now there's the option to ask a review through Amazon itself. There's the button to ask for a review, which is
Yeah.
also something that Amazon gives us. So that
Yeah.
leaves it the white hat area. Right? We're going to go maybe a bit more gray hat with the next methods, but I'm going to make them as much white hat as possible for you. So it's going to be,
Exactly.
yeah, that's what I want to do in this webinar as well. So yeah, there's the button to ask for review. If you go to an order somebody bought from you, there's an option like request review. You can automate it with different tools. There's an option to make the tool automatically press this button for you for the orders. Maybe 7 days after purchase, 3 days after purchase, you choose. This can help you get the ball moving as well. All right. So again, that's Whitehead. We're only using what Amazon gives us, right? So PPC and things like that, right? Nothing out of the order, right? So
Yeah.
that's what I believe is the Whitehead things. What do you think, Waseem? For Whitehead at 100%, that's
Yeah.
what's there, right? There's the
Yeah.
button,
Yes.
wine, and then just follow up. Well,
Yeah.
normal follow up, which is the button, right? People buy
Yeah.
nothing. So that's Whitehead, unless anyone has some other ideas, right? Let me think of
I,
something else.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
agree with you. The way he's saying that more sales velocity in the beginning, if you are getting more sales velocity through PPC, you are getting because you're not totally ranked. Even you're not even ranked on one keyword which has even more high search volume or lower search volume. You are getting sales from PPC. Obviously, you will get the high echoes and you will get more sales.
Yeah.
On that sales, you will go for the follow up for the reviews. But make sure you are not doing again and again follow ups like Suleiman said. That more sales velocity. We agree somewhere, but again it will cost you here in the PPC. So before that you have to build some audience through email marketing as well, like Vova we have discussed, right? And our phone discussion, that you can build some audience through email marketing, and once they are your product is ready, just simply get work from that email marketing, and then that from there get the reviews if the buyers are totally agree with your product. For
Right.
suppose,
You're saying, Wasim, to build an email list before we start selling the same product, right?
yeah,
All right. How
give
would
them
you
some
recommend this
offers.
to sellers?
Yeah, I will. I
What do you
would.
think?
I would say like first suppose, see, if you have 10 emails, 50 emails, 1,000 emails, whatever is there, send them an offer. Like you are going to launch. It's called. You can say like pre-launch. You are going to launch after in 1 month, or then you can offer something to them like coupons or something free, or discount or something like that. If they buy your product, but your product should have a good quality. Make sure, because right now there's one feature Amazon has introduced, that's voice of customer. Okay, it should not
Mhm.
be exceed more than in negative 15%. If it increase more, if it get exceeded more than 15%, your listing will get suspended and suppressed, and the Amazon will ask you to add it and remove whatever is there and make some changes. It will help you to make some good quality. Now, the emails will help you in this way. In the other way, the wine we were talking about, that the wine is paid definitely, but in the wine program, no compromise. If your product is totally highly quality and 100% pure, then only they can go for wine, because the wine buyers, what they leave the reviews, it cannot be removed.
All
So
right.
the wine programs, wine buyers, they buy the product, they give you reviews based on the product quality. I did that. I launched a product recently in UK. I did that. I waited for 1 month, but I didn't get any single
Never get.
review.
Yeah.
But I
All
got
right.
sales, high echoes. I got sales. Then I asked my client to get at least 4 or 5 reviews. So he was also scared. He got only one review. Then we discussed with him. Our product quality is very good. We will go for wine. We went for wine. We got some good reviews based on the product quality.
Pretty
So
cool,
this
man.
is the
Yeah. So what you mentioned, Wasim, I was also seeing chat. Suleiman is saying that there's full of noises. It says also Mo. Okay, so I'll quickly tell the
yeah. Let
viewers
me
a few
resolve.
things. So what Wasim mentioned beforehand about gathering the list before the sale. So essentially, before you even launch the product, if I understood Wasim right, you can run some ads. For example, you're launching a kitchen knife. You can run ads on Facebook. Yes, to like saying we are launching this product, and in the future we will give you some special offer, right? So opt in into our list. So you either build a landing page or you use ManyChat, and then you gather some emails, right? And you gather a little list of people who will want your product because you ran an ad saying that you offer a product maybe on discounted rate. Once you're going to launch it, people will opt into that list, and then once you launch, you can blast an email to them and essentially give them an offer, and there you have a link to purchase it on Amazon. Now listen, what Amazon did is essentially they removed, or not removed, they are saying, hey, two-step URLs and search find buys are like sketchy now. So what I thought, like I was like, okay, so we can just simply send them to the listing without doing the two-step. If you really want just some sales velocity, some conversion rate, getting maybe some initial rankings, and just getting some sales and then reviews, and then you can run PPC after that with some reviews. So you can just send them a normal link to your product, like Google URL, canonical URL, or just normal Amazon.com/DP/your ASIN. If you don't want to risk it at all, like you don't want to use two-step, okay, just send that. People will buy, okay, maybe with some discount or whatever you offer to them. Maybe you will offer them 1+1. It depends on what you say and kind of come up with. But this way you can get initial sales and then ask them for reviews, right? Is that what you mean, man?
Yeah, this is what I was meaning, and you
Yeah.
explained really extremely very well.
Pretty cool, man. Yeah, so that's like the initial ways to get those reviews, right? We can either do a little list, gather it through Facebook ads, maybe some other people. I only did Facebook ads, like we never ran like Pinterest ads, which is also doable, or maybe Google ads. Google ads we did run, but not for gathering a list. Back in like 2019, I guess. Not too many results, to be honest, but we did run that. But definitely you can gather a list, right? And then once you're live on Amazon, you make your listing live, you have inventory and everything. Then you send an email, hey, we're live and you are the first to get it. So here's the discount or whatever. And then either you can use also, there's an option to use social media promo code. It's MPC, you can do that. Or you can just send a normal link and say, hey, buy it, leave us the order ID. We'll send you one product. So like 1+1, a lot of things. And again, this is not manipulating because you don't use the two-step URL. But then as for keyword ranking, I'm not sure how will it affect because you don't like include any search find by here and you don't include any two-step URL, but you can get the reviews from this. Okay, if you have the list, what happens is people buy the product, right? They get the product and then you have the option to follow them up even via email, which is interesting. Amazon does not control your email, right?
Yes.
I don't recommend you doing any shady things there, right? Saying like, hey, leave us a review and we'll pay you. I never did that, honestly. Like this way, no. But what you can do, you can just give them the product, they will buy. Then you can follow up for a review. You can say, hey, like, how do you like it? For example, right? You never even, it's not a rebate even. They can buy one, you send them one for free. There was no rebate given here. So that's like a few things to think about. By the way, Sulaiman was asking about Amazon Vine. I can't give too much info on that because we don't do Vine. I don't know. We maybe will do in the future. But as Waseem mentioned, he gave his story, Sulaiman, man, if you're watching. So yeah, if your product is good, and it should be anyway, because you want to sell it for a few years, in my opinion, right? Or maybe more. It should be good quality because one negative review will kick you out totally. Like it would cost you like 15 good reviews, 13. It's hard, especially in the beginning. If you start your launch and you get like 2, 3, 1 star, very hard. And if you don't have other reviews, you straight away drop to like 4.0 or something.
So in the beginning, wine is not recommended. I would totally in the beginning, because if the wine review is not deletable, and then because you had, if they give you any negative review, and then you have to follow up and find buyers, it's a long process and hectic process. And at the end, if they are your competitor, what you can do? Nothing.
Yeah. Pretty good point. I mean, again, people can test it out, try. Again, I don't have much to say about it because never tried, but it's a doable thing. And there's an option to get reviews and from the wine. Also, I see we have Nabil here saying amazing. Oh, yeah, appreciate. If you have guys any questions, also ask. Maybe something is not clear. Maybe you say, hey, Vova, this part was not clear. So let me know. And so, but it's so good, right? This is like things that we mentioned. But what I also wanted to talk about is like, once we get these sales, right, there is an option to get reviews. But how do we get a higher chance of getting the review from people who already bought from us? Even if we did like PPC sales, whatever. We're not going to talk about launching in this video. I thought like we should concentrate on one topic, which is reviews. Maybe if you guys are going to enjoy this live, I can come again and we can do launching. No problem, because I'm about to launch a product and we have one more product in creation in China. It's going to be ready, I think, in a week or two. We're going to ship it. There's going to be a new launch. So let's quickly talk about this thing of getting reviews from people who already bought from us, right? And here's what I wanted to say beforehand. So I want to say one word, and this is emotions, all right? And why is it connected? Why emotions? If we take this word now and we remember it well during this live, it's a good idea on every touch point with your product to get people to feel some emotions. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Is like, what people are maybe like, what the hell do you mean, man? Like, what are you talking about? What emotion? It depends on the niche and the product, yes. But what if I told you that when you will ask for a review, we'll talk about how to ask in a bit and when and all this, and when the person is going to be more happy based on how your product helped him. Of course, firstly, it needs to deliver on what it does. Like if it's a kitchen knife, it should cut well. If it's a grill brush, it should clean the grill well. If it's a kitchen scissors, it needs to cut well, right? That's understood. But we can do extra things, right, to connect with the people. And I believe this can be done through making them feel certain emotions. How do you make a person feel emotions with the product? You're like, what? Well, that's what we're gonna talk a little bit about in some of the next things, in the design
Yeah.
of the product, design of the packaging, and things like that. And before we get to that, I also wanted to say that for a bit more kind of a different strategy to get reviews, kind of before we
Yeah.
get to that, is interesting thing, because Amazon introduced, I see a question there.
Yeah. From Suleiman.
Let's see, can we ask for a review from our customer as we get their data in Seller Central and can access them from other platforms? So CPR, yes, Ali is asking, that's Cerebro product rank. Yeah, it's like, or CPR usually is how many in Helium 10, I think, CPR, right? Or I don't know exactly
Yeah.
what CPR is. CPR is how many sales you need to do for a product
Yes.
in order to reach
Yes.
kind of top of page
Now he
one,
can. Yeah.
right?
Actually, he know.
That's
Maybe
the
he don't
CPR.
know, but now he will understand. He will go to Cerebro and he will find and he can go to Google as well. This is very easy. Like
That's fine.
it's
Yeah,
not a.
no, it's
Mm,
fine. It's
yeah.
fine question. So CPR is as far as I remember in Helium 10
Yes.
is how many sales you need to get for a product to get it to page one for a specific
Exactly.
keyword. So maybe
Mm.
a smaller keyword can be X amount, like maybe 1,000 searches based on Helium 10 Cerebro keyword. Will need 8 giveaways, or no, maybe not giveaways, sales, let's say, on a
Sales. Yeah.
given keyword on a period of 1 week to reach page one. These things can also be further understood better through brand analytics. Okay, there might be even some formulas to count the necessary amount of sales through brand analytics. I'm kind of learning more about that at these moments, so I can't give you exact data and kind of answers, but there is interesting ways through brand analytics or brand analytics. That's for those who are brand registered. You get the data from Amazon, and based on the search frequency there, you can even understand, again, that's something I'm learning now, how many sales you need, and not based even on Helium 10 and CPR and all this. So, but still, CPR is a relatively interesting way to understand. Next thing. So Suleiman is asking about, can we ask for review from our customers as we get their data in Seller Central and can access them from our browser? Well, getting data of customers through Seller Central, if you mean like addresses and all this, is kind of against US. So just know that it's technically not allowed, okay, if
No.
that's what you're asking. But if you did that, then you can. But again, we are not allowed. Can we, if your question is can we, then white hat, we cannot. Like, we cannot. But we can, if they bought from us through like the button on site on Amazon, you can ask for review, but we don't have their addresses there and all the stuff. Now it's really limited. Amazon kind of
Yeah.
limited. So, but we can click on that button for sure. Amazon allows that. So I hope it answers the question, Suleiman. So I'll go back to what I mentioned. Cool way to start getting more reviews. Maybe Waseem, let me know what you think. So, for example, you have one product, right? But you have the option to sell it on Amazon US and Canada, and actually all the world, right? Now, what if I told you, if you send a little bit of inventory there and there, right, you can launch them. It depends on your budget as well. So think about it as well. You can launch that on both of these markets. And because the reviews now stack from different markets. So on the listing, you will see reviews from Canada, reviews from USA. So
Yes.
what's pretty cool, you can start launching on both of the markets. Again, that will take a bit more money from you if you're launching. But if you get reviews on Canada faster, maybe, then, or in the United States, they will appear on the listing. And what I've seen, from what I've seen, it takes a little time sometimes for them to appear, but they appear on the listing. The Canadian reviews appear in USA, and USA reviews appear in Canada. This way you can kind of make it faster a little bit. Does it make sense, man?
It makes really sense, and it's actually a hack that you shared with people.
Yeah, pretty cool. That's a little just the way to look at it. Now, okay, so that's just to know. Now, next thing I wanted to say is, like, again, a bit gray hat is friends and family. Not allowed by Amazon. Like, you can ask for some friends not close to you, somewhere far away. Hey, can you please buy from me? Now, I'll tell you what. Technically, if you just ask from your good friends or somewhere far, or friends of friends, just to buy without giving them any gift cards for that, anything like that, I think it's fair. I'm not sure if it's a manipulation of any kind. You just ask, hey, could you please help me? I just launched a product. I'm a new seller. This is my new project. I want to, like, I'm excited. I just launched a business, maybe my first business, maybe not. I have this product. Can you please buy it from me? Like, again, and theoretically here, they will ask you how to find your product. So you can give them either a link, which is like an option, or you can just say like, hey, you can find my product. But then you might think like, oh, if I tell them to find the product, we are doing search, find, buy here. But I don't know, it's too tight. Like, how can we share the product then with people? Like, I think search, find, buy is kind of it's hard to say what exactly they mean here. Because if I'm saying, hey, can you buy my product? Just buy it. Like, I want to sell you. Like, you have kitchen scissors. Do you want to cut things in your kitchen? Go to Amazon, find name of my brand and the kitchen scissors keyword and buy it. Like, maybe Amazon will say that's manipulation, but how is it manipulation? I'm not giving money back. I'm just asking them to buy. Not everybody maybe will accept that, but I think if you do some work, maybe you find some friends, somebody will help you. And don't even talk about review. Just maybe after this, if they bought, you can follow up and ask, hey, how did you like the product? Is it good or not? No getting money back, nothing. You see, that's like white hat. I'm talking to you, right? And then they will say, I like it, you like it or not, or whatever. Like, hey, would be happy if you just share your review. That's an option. Again, and I don't see much manipulations here because there's no like money backs or anything like that. It's just like asking people that to support you. I know it sounds weird maybe, but why won't people support you? Maybe friends of friends. I think you can get a few sales this way too. Okay, that's one thing.
Again, yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it totally makes sense.
Right. So now Suleiman saying merging listings can also help and get reviews. Suleiman is right. If you have a listing that Suleiman is using interesting tactics. So yeah, technically it can be done. And if you have maybe a listing where you have accumulated some reviews and then you stopped selling on the listing because you lost rankings, you relaunched the product, you merge the listings, the reviews will come to other product. Yeah, but if you merge like different products to different products,
then it will not work.
Problems,
Then
I think.
yeah.
So,
Then
but
done.
it can theoretically be done if you know how to play with flat files, talk to Amazon support. By the way, a little tip about Amazon support. Sometimes they are pretty cool people, I think, but sometimes they are not right, actually. We are right. So, for example, I have this product in Canada, and they changed the category. And they actually was selling like for a long time in the good category, which is really the category of that product. Then Amazon changed it one day. By the way, monitor your category as well, because if they change the category, sometimes you might lose rankings. I don't know why they changed it. So I write to the support, hey guys, can you please change it back? It was here like on US for a few years in this category, and Canada for like a few months. No, we can't. I do it again. No, we can't. 1.5 months or something like that it took me. Crazy. I was on the call with them until I reached the right person who just changed it. So that's just connected to seller support. Keep fighting, but merging listings a little bit.
You'll get the solution.
Right. So next thing I want to say is like, so friends and family, right? Again, you can be more direct. You can, but then you go more black hat. Hey, can you friend of friend or far like like uncle of my auntie? Can you, I don't know what's that. Can you please buy it and leave us a review? And that's against TOS. So up to you. Again, that's all up to you. Another thing is national groups. So, for example, we have many viewers from Pakistan here, right? Now, what if I told you that you go to Pakistan group that is located in USA, right? Pakistani people in USA, and there are plenty, and you get inside this group and you talk to people there, maybe help someone, just maybe like Pakistani people living in USA. And there, maybe after a while, you can do a post and talk to the admin of this group. Also tell him, you know what, I'm an aspiring entrepreneur. I've launched a new product and I'm just trying to find people who can buy it from me, right? You make this post, and here again, if you want to go more black hat, you can say, hey, we're happy to give you money back for this. Then again, you're like, that's like already, But if you don't want to do that, just say like, hey, I just want to, maybe somebody will buy. You can do a little post saying that. People will message you. You can do a picture of your product, share it like, hey, I launched this product. I'm curious if you can buy it. Help me a little bit. I want to get it to more people. You kind of reframe it, like just say it in a bit of a different way. And I'm sure that why I'm saying Pakistani people living in USA, because it's the same people. You understand, you speak Urdu, right? I mean, or other languages that are in Pakistan. There are many, by the way, as far as I know. Yeah, so by the way, speaking of Urdu, it's interesting. If I may share, Waseem, I have my friend that helped me translate one of my free courses on YouTube for listing optimization on Amazon. That's Shefa. Her name is Idris. Hope I pronounced it right. She translated all the course to Urdu, right? Crazy. We did a little collaboration.
That's
so
amazing.
I'll share it somewhere after this. There's no sales there. This is pure knowledge. So that's pretty cool. Also, big shout out to my friend Nimra, and Nimra is working with us. She's a professional Pinterest. She's very good in Pinterest, so she's also from Pakistan. Appreciate her. She's very smart and talented. Yeah, we're trying to do Pinterest things on Amazon as well and on my personal brand. So just a few words about that. So that's another option, right? To kind of start the ball rolling with the reviews. Let's see. So we have a question from Ali Hassan telling about honeymoon period. Okay, so that's a little bit off topic of the reviews, but honeymoon period, what is that? Okay, so let me explain. So in my belief, there is not really like a honeymoon period. There's no like specific like spell that Amazon gives you. Hey, new product, new seller, here's a spell. I wish, but I think it's not. But what happens is, let me tell it this way. You get a clean sheet of data, right? Of nothing, actually. That's a clean sheet. There's nothing there. You're a new seller, new product. The honeymoon period means that now your BSR history, let's say your sales history, is clean, right? And if you straight away start writing good history, right? Good sales, then because your overall history is good, right? If you just started and you're already showing good sales, then Amazon is saying, okay, this is good history. Let's push this product up in the rankings.
Yes.
Right. That's why it's harder to re-rank a product, from my experience at least. If you've been like 2 years on Amazon and you've been selling on some specific like BSR level, for example, you have some specific rankings on keywords and you're trying to re-rank it or further give it ranks, it's a bit harder because I think your longer history of the ASIN of the sales is just not as good, or maybe it is good. You can make it even better. So what I say to the question of Ali, it's just the beginning period. It's not like it's just clean history and you write the history. And how do you write good history? Because you have a good product, you have good main picture, you have hopefully some reviews with time, and hopefully you're going to get good conversion rate. You need to hit on all these parameters, such as impressions in the right places, so be relevant with your listing and your keywords. And then you will get relevant clicks from your PPC. Hopefully, if you are maybe doing your own PPC, you can do it alone. You can hire a professional for that. Then you're going to get conversions and sales. And hopefully your sales are straight away going to be good. So a good product launch, if you can see like BSR history on Amazon, usually goes like this. Like it's first is like maybe 200,000 BSR, for example, home and kitchen, let's take it. Then it's going down, all the way down until it starts ranking in the better position. So that's the honeymoon, because in the beginning your history is clean, you get the good sales, and again, for this you need a good product, all what I mentioned. Yes, you're gonna get the reviews, more sales, all the good stuff, and then you are locking in the lower BSR. But if you started bad launch, your first month goes like that: 1 sale here today, 3 sales tomorrow, 0 sales for 5 days. It's okay, it's not the end of the world, but it will be with time a bit harder for you. So that's why this honeymoon period is good to take advantage of, because your history is clean. I hope it makes sense.
It certainly makes sense. You can build your history and then Amazon will push your product based on that, your history.
Yeah, so hopefully Ali, that explains it. So let's get back to the reviews topic if that's cool. So no, that's pretty good. I'm happy that people are asking questions because it's all part of the same, idea. So we talked about emotions, right? And I know, like, how do you evoke emotions in people? Because when somebody's happy and is in a good mood, if you ask them for a review at some point, he's happy with your product, you over-delivered on your product, you surprised people, then the chance of review is higher for any product, right? It can be a kitchen knife. Here you need to use your imagination. I'll share some ideas. So what can I say from what I've used and what I've tried? First thing is your packaging. All right. If you have very just nice to touch packaging, it looks nice. It's just nice. It's good. People will somehow perceive your product as more better just because of the packaging. It's crazy how packaging matters. But also what I did, for example, I sell barbecue products. Like I actually sell in the barbecue niche. So on one of the products, when we open the product, right, there's a box. It says something like, hey, we wish you great barbecue sessions and we wish you a happy life. I wish you a good experience with our products. I mean, that's nice, right? I mean, I can't exactly tell you, hey, this improved my reviews by 1.2%. Yes, I can't exactly tell you. But when we ask for review after these little things, the chances of reviews are higher, right? Usually. Because it's overall experience with the product of the customer. And not only that, it's the experience of all your brand as like somebody who's selling these products. When they interact with you, pretty much in every interaction, it has to be thought of by you. So either it's in the listing where they see your pictures, right? There you can evoke some emotions that will help you convert the person to buy from you. but also after they bought, you can help them feel good emotions by surprising them, maybe with something that inspired them, maybe it's a quote that will simply be on your box, something like, they bought your kitchen knife and then will say like, may your knives, maybe may your cuts be sharp and your life be bright. Just came with this now, right? So it's like nice for people to get. So that's about packaging. You can play with that inside the packaging, on the back side of the packaging. And here's a cool thing. Another thing is, and you probably know that, Waseem, and many of the viewers probably know that, is insert cards, right? So we can use insert cards. And maybe people will say like, hey, wait a minute, Vova, that's like gray hat or something like that. Well, it's very debatable here, all right? And why am I saying that? Because what is an insert card? Insert card essentially is a card that inside the product, and there you can write things down. Like you actually choose what to put inside your product box. If maybe you have a box, maybe you don't have a box, depends on how you pack it. But aside of the main product, you can add whatever you want, technically. Well, no, not whatever you want, but you can add like something illegal or whatever, but illegal substance or just something. But you can add like a little paper insert. That's very widely used tactic, right? And what can we do with that? What's the idea? How we can convert that to reviews and all this? So on that card, usually what we do is we give instructions on one side of the card, and on the other side of the card, it might be something that will help us collect the data of the customer. And maybe some of you know it already, maybe some of you not. Now I'm going to give some tactics on how to improve all this thing, and how to make it white hat, not to be against Amazon's terms of service. And let me quickly, there's an option by, there's a question by Wojtek. I hope I pronounced it right. So Wojtek is saying, we were considering launching a small campaign. We're testing our product, become part of a development. So basically looking for a group of testers. People are more interested in being the special group with power to change something, speak about the product and purpose change instead of just pretty cool. Yeah, that's a very nice idea. So that's actually a very good idea. So people like being part of something usually, right? That's why groups work well. Different names for groups work well when people feel like they're together for something, and hopefully for something with a good cause and the change. Then it's a good way to run this ad. And rather than saying, hey, we launched a new kitchen knife and get a discount in 1 month, that's boring, right? That's kind of boring. So that's also another interesting point to every interaction you have in your Facebook ad, in your packaging, in your listing pictures, whatever you think of, in your customer service like messages. It should make you memorable, okay? Memorable, because improving lives, obviously, and all this, but memorable and giving value, even as a product, right? That can be a Facebook ad that is written in a different way. So pretty cool point by Wojtek. So yeah, thanks for
from Europe. He is from Europe, and he's an Amazon seller as well. And actually, he's selling very well. But he's you can say like one of my, you can say like, good friends as well. We just recently spoke, and he's a nice guy.
No, yeah. Where is Wojtek from?
Europe.
Europe, maybe country. Wojtek. I just know. I don't know. Okay. Maybe you'll give us. I'm just curious. That's a very good. I recommend everybody reading.
The way he was speaking, I feel like that he's from Germany or maybe something like that. But I just know what about him. He's from Europe. That's all.
Okay. So there's another question. Czech Republic. Right. Pretty cool. I was in Prague one time, I think. So it was pretty cool. And hopefully we'll come back. It's really nice. I was there in 2016. But okay, so Suleiman is asking a question. So if I'm running ads on different platforms like Facebook and Pinterest, and there I mention coupon 100% refund, or we say get free product on one more product for free and give me a review, can Amazon? Yeah, so Suleiman, technically what you're saying right now, again, you can do that, but it's against TOS. If you ask for reviews and you say, we will give you like refund, leave us a review, or leave us a review and we will give you, that's a no-no. Honestly, better not do that. Because in long term, somebody or Amazon, whatever, they can get on that. So in my opinion, skip that, at least in this way. If you're also openly saying that in your ads, that's really easy to get a track off this. So I wouldn't, but again, that's up to you. I want to get back to the insert, right? So insert cards. So we have the insert cards inside the product. So for example, we have the kitchen knife. We can put maybe a few cards as you wish. You can put 1, 2, 3. Instructions we always put, because that really helps use the product in a better way. We make them colorful. We make it according to our brand colors, all the good things. But how do you get reviews from that? And how can you get the customer data? And here, some people might say you're not allowed to do that. And I honestly don't have an actual answer for that. I know that you can't, take customers from Amazon email system. So you can send them a message and say, hey, go to our Shopify website or something like that. And technically you can't, as far as I know, from the insert card, direct them to your Shopify straight away, right? Here's a 20% off on our Shopify website. You cannot do that. But what you can do, and I think it is allowed because it just makes sense. For example, many very popular thing that people use is warranty, right? They give warranty for the product. For example, it can be lifetime warranty if you may, for 1 year warranty, Also, I would recommend you naming your warranty. So what that means is like, it's kind of boring to hear like a 1 year warranty. So you can say our 1 year amazing break it or money back warranty, or if it breaks, your money back warranty, something again to be memorable, something different. That's always helpful. You got to remember. I told you, remember the word emotions. But what we do on that insert card. So here's a cool tip for the insert card, something I saw that helped us get more scans. On your product packaging, on the back side of your product packaging, if you may, mention that there is a gift inside the box for the people. And that's in case your insert card will offer a gift. And what do I mean by gift? A gift can be anything. And usually it should be a free gift because people like free and they will really be happy to get something for free and something valuable. Like if it's an ebook, can be pretty cool, right? But how people need the ebook, maybe if it's a part of, maybe they really need the ebook to use the product itself, then maybe it's useful. If it's just some tips or something like that on cooking and people bought a kitchen knife, not necessarily they will buy it. But what if I told you that you can offer them a free product such as the knife sharpener for free? Now you might be saying, whoa, man, like this will cost us money to give them products for free. And I'll tell you, yeah, you're right. But if you over deliver with this kind of interactions, for example, they bought the kitchen knife, on the back of their box, beautiful box, they get the box, they're like, oh, here's a knife. Maybe they will turn it around and there's going to be some instructions there or whatever you choose, maybe some message, something different, something to excite them, maybe a song, maybe some catchy phrases, whatever you wish. But also you can mention, we have inside the box a gift for you. Why is it cool? Because they will be looking for something inside the box because they're like, whoa, gift for me? Like, let me find it, right? They open the box, or where is it here? It can be maybe a physical gift. Right. So if you add like a physical gift specifically with the knife, like maybe there's going to be like a knife and maybe a little key chain, whatever. Maybe you're going to say like, man, that's BS. Like who needs that? Well, it's nice. I like getting sometimes something in the product that I didn't expect. It's just nice. It feels good. Now you're saying, okay, pretty cool. We gave that gift. How can we make it a review? So here's how. For example, if you gave them the product physically inside the box, then that's one option. They will be excited in the same moment, right? So people are excited in the same moment. That means that when you will ask for a review afterwards, even if you're just using the button on Amazon to click and get reviews, that button that we've mentioned before, when they'll get that email on Amazon itself, they will be more excited about you, okay? Because you over-delivered. Something else happened. Like it wasn't just your product, which is still fine and it should do its work. If it's a kitchen knife, should be very sharp, cut, everything good. But if you over-delivered, people will feel even a little, it's called reciprocity. And reciprocity means like it's one like psychological thing, reciprocation. So if Waseem, I give you for free now something, hey Waseem, can you take this thing from me? You take it from me, and then I'm like, Waseem, can you help me, fix my wall here in my house? You're gonna be like, yeah, I can. Like the chances of you agreeing to something I will ask get up. Now you might say that's psychological manipulation. Well, it is not really, but this is how the world works. It seems to be proven. Maybe I recommend a book called by Cialdini. It's like Psychology of Influence. It's the number one thing he talked about. I'll tell you a story. I was in India. I was in Pushkar in Rajasthan, maybe for those who have visited. And I was going around the lake there, right? I'm walking around the lake and there comes a little Baba. Baba is like these kind of priests or something, right? And he's like, hey, hello there. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? He's coming to me like, hey, boom. He puts something on my arm. He puts like a bracelet. Like, just like, hey, hello. Here's the bracelet for. I'm like, wait, what? It's like, yeah, it's for free for you. I'm like, oh, thank you. He's like, can you? And then we talk a little bit. He's like, can you donate money? I'm like, and I'm looking at this and I can't say no. I'm like, I don't want to do, but I have, you see? So,
yes.
So of course, you can do that in this way. You can go to people, but we Amazon sellers, we have to do it in some other way. So again, if you add something to the box, something you don't expect, and then you ask for a review, pretty good. But what if I told you on the insert card, as I mentioned, you can put the instructions, okay, whatever you wish, and maybe a different card. You can say, hey, get your warranty here. Scan here to get your free. It's good to use the word free and good to use the word now. Get your free warranty now, scan here, or go to link. Link can be, maybe you can use a bit.ly/super warranty or something, or your website/warranty. If it's the same name of your brand, it's going to be more trustworthy. And you can give free warranty, or you can give a free gift. As I mentioned, if you would like to send them, I'll explain to you how this process works in a second. If you like to send them the knife sharpener, something to improve their purchase, something to improve their work with the knife, right? And on this insert, it says like pretty much that's what we do. It's like it says, get your free warranty now, scan here to get it, QR code. And then we say valid only 7 days after purchase. So this is called scarcity. That's another kind of psychological thing of influence. People are scarcity. Amazon is saying, hey, order this by 4 p.m. today and get it with the tomorrow, right? So there's scarcity. Order it by this time. And you're like, okay, so there's or 7 days to scan, like valid 7 days after purchase. So there's 2 days until they get the product. So they have 5 days to read it. They have to register the warranty within 5 days. Okay, so maybe many of you are familiar with that. And then what's the next step? People will scan it. Okay, people can scan this thing, and then they either go to a landing page or they go to ManyChat. Depends on how you work. For those who are maybe familiar with ManyChat, is like a software where you can basically collect emails, you can interact with customers and build a list. Or you can just do that on a normal landing page, maybe through ClickFunnels or something, or some other, maybe depends, SendFox, or there are a bunch of stuff. But the idea, they get to a place and then we take their email. Now look, here's the thing. I hope it's clear by now. Waseem, is it clear? You think?
Yeah, it's totally clear.
Okay, so just quickly, I'll go to back to the questions. I'll continue from the part where we stopped, where it's scanning the card. I just see that Ali said how we check product pattern registered or not. So patent, you can go to UPSTO, I think it's called. You can write down the name of the brand you're looking, or you can check out for the product name as well. You can see different designs for it. I would actually go to a patent lawyer, because if it's something you're not clear about, then that's the question. So I would just go to someone professional. If you're not sure, sometimes you just by your own kind of maybe research, you will find that it has patent or not. Sometimes you won't understand because a similar design might be patented. Some usage of the product might be patented. Go to a patent professional, I think, because I can tell you exactly, or you just take a risk. Sometimes you might not be sure. It seems fine, but that's not the best way to do it.
Especially in the bigger markets. In the bigger markets. So always, we cannot do everything by ourselves. Always, whatever you cannot do, you have to go to the expert person.
Yeah, so that's to the question, the answer to the question. So, okay, so we were in the insert, right? People scan the insert, and then you either maybe offer a free warranty. You can offer, what else did we do? We offered warranty, we offered a free product, or you can join like a group of, join a group of people, like as Wojtek mentioned, he mentioned like some sort of cause, right? So scan here to join our group of people who want to stop climate change, or climate, how you call it? No, climate, like heating of the planet, or who want to stop the slaughter of animals, or whatever, right? This is going to be very powerful because they join a group, and you can say like, join it here and you will get benefits like maybe discount, this and that. So they again scan the code. It might take them to a Facebook group. It might take them to an email list. I would actually recommend you an email, because email, you keep that email. You can send them very direct communication. Let's choose the option of a free warranty, right? So free warranty, what happens? They leave the email and they maybe leave the name. They click get my warranty. What you do in your automatic follow-up, that's not through Amazon. You have to purchase either ManyChat or some other program for that. You send them their first email. You say, hey, John, it can be first name is always good to use. Maybe we can do the title of the letter is going to say like, John, here's your warranty. Please read, or must read, right? Or so they need to open it, right? They need to open it because we tell them, hey, here's like your warranty registered, right? And then you can track it. Of course, we actually, if people reach out for us, we give like mostly lifetime warranty. If people reach out and they have a problem, I don't go through the list to see if they really had it. I try to help them fix the product, like an issue. I don't really check that. I help them anytime. and of course, because I also offer the lifetime warranty. Another thing about lifetime warranty from the legal side, you should check it out because it has some other, as I've heard from policy specialists, if you mention that on Amazon, it can be quite problematic. Up to you, but you can give 1 year warranty. But what happens then is they get the email. Here's your warranty. We give it to you for free. Reciprocity. We gave them something for free. Now, here's the thing. It also depends on the product. You can, on the same spot, yes, maybe even in the same email, right, ask them for a review for the product. Here is the thing. It depends. If they need to use the product, right, and they only got them the warranty, chances of leaving a review won't be that high. So the more you give, the more valuable what you're offering,
Yes.
kind of the higher chance of a kickback. So if you gave them warranty and you like, hey, so would you please leave us a review for the knife? But wait a minute, the knife, you haven't even tried cutting with this, so maybe not going to be the best. But what you can do is you can continue the follow-up cycle. And we're talking white hat here, right?
Yeah.
Nothing, we're not breaking rules. Gave them the warranty, registered it. After 3 days, or maybe after 3 days, you will do another email that says, hey, here's another free thing for you. Like, hey, here's an ebook with like 50 tips for cooking or something, or how to preserve the life of your knife, whatever. So you give more. And then maybe after a week, the same email comes, right? And it asks for a review. Now, in here is maybe people will say, is it legal or not? Well, what do you think, Waseem? What do you think? We haven't given them any.
It's not illegal and not against us, because here we are not doing discussions about black hats. We have totally discussed about the white hats, and like Vova said, that you can give them more, like warranty, lifetime guarantee, 1 year warranty or 2 year warranty. Now Amazon is asking for, suppose if you are selling electronic products, now Amazon is asking for the warranty.
Yeah.
For how many years the warranty? Now it's asking. So it's not illegal and it's not against US. So it's totally, you can go ahead, and in this way, in this much better way, you can get more better reviews and more early reviews and more safe reviews.
Right. So, and another way we can do that as well is if we say warranty, another way is the product. We say, hey, get your free knife sharpener. Scan here to get it. That's exactly. A bit different. And here, what we can do is the next thing. Same kind of way. Get your knife sharpener, because here we need to send them something maybe a bit more physical. And actually for the warranty as well, on your landing page, you can actually ask them to leave their order ID. All right, so you can check it. You can use it working with a virtual assistant for that. A virtual assistant will check your, they will, for example, on the landing page, scan here to get your free warranty, name, email, and maybe order ID. All right, and then send. We get this, right? And then it depends. If you want to straight away give them an email, hey, it's registered, perfect. But you can also check the order ID by a virtual assistant and then have them send the email. So they check the order ID on Amazon. If it's right, it's an actual customer, because sometimes someone can scan it and not be from our audience. Somebody who found this product, somehow they scanned the code, and that doesn't happen much, but can happen. And why I thought about this, because with the physical product, it will cost you money to ship it to people. I'll tell the process now, but there you should check the order ID. If the order ID is fine, what we do, if it's a free knife sharpener, we don't ask again. We don't say, hey, leave us a review, then knife sharpener. That way it's manipulation. But what you can do, you can just send them the knife sharpener like this, without anything, just to improve their experience. Yes, it will cost you more money. But what if I told you that to gain a little bit faster competitive advantage, to get maybe the first 20, 50 reviews, you can invest a bit more. And knife sharpener is like $2, $3 on Amazon. So you can use your knife sharpener if you have it. If you don't, it's all right. It's your first product. Use someone else's. So what happens is, and here again, it might be debatably if it's in TOS or not. They input their details. You check their order ID. Then you say, like, or in the same mail, leave us your address to send us the product to. Now here, someone might say, oh, Vova, we're asking for the address of an Amazon customer. Again, this is up to you. And I don't know actually if it's allowed or not. I don't know by the policy. Honestly, I don't know. But again, we just ask for this and we send the product. We don't say you give us a review, then we send. No, we just send it out. It will cost you usually like $5 to ship within USA.
Yeah, it's enough.
If you use Amazon itself, or like, I mean, if you have a Prime account, you input the address of the buyer, you put a nice message there. Hey, here's your knife sharp. May all of your cuts be sharp, all your food be tasty. Remember, every part, you keep the voice of the brand. Hopefully it's a good voice. We send them this, and they get it after a few days. What happens after that is that you can follow up for a review after that. And then the chances of review is much higher.
Much higher.
It's not guaranteed to get this review because they might just ignore your email. We'll send another one.
And also, it's really amazing, and it was really excellent. And one more thing I will add, that for suppose you people are going to contact your buyers through emails, make sure that emails sometimes it went to spam. So you have to make sure in some way. For suppose I have my own website, and what I did an experiment with my website. What we did is we set a calendar, like someone, if he wants something like audit of his PPC, or some if her PPC, so he will come, he will book the date, and once he book the date and he confirm, then we will receive an email. But we tried that email, it comes in our spam twice, thrice. Then now we are fixing it. So in this way you have to work. We have one more question. What would you like to?
Oh yeah, I see Sarah is asking, right? How to handle a bad review, right? So I have a few more things about getting good reviews. I don't know how. I have a time. Like, I don't know, Waseem, do you have the time? Like, I can.
I think we should discuss that what you have, and then we will.
No, I'm good. I'm happy to stay until the last question. So, Sarah, so to your question, how do you handle a bad review? Now, okay, White Hat Way. Amazon recently introduced this thing of contacting the buyer through, if you're brand registered, you can, or maybe not, I'm not sure. You can, inside Amazon, I don't exactly remember in which part, you go to like negative reviews you've received, and you can send a template that Amazon gives you to talk with this customer. And how, from my experience, I've tried it a few times, it worked in some of the times. And here's what I did. Sometimes if the customer is opted out of communication, you can't really contact them. Unless you use black hat tactics through like insiders or something like that. I don't think it's a good way, but that's something that is doable. But in a white hat way, what is possible to do is click there. There are two options. Either offer them a full refund or kind of ask them what's wrong. That's a template by Amazon. So if you use the refund, it will, if I'm not mistaken, it automatically refunds them the purchase, but you can talk to the customer. What you do in the review, the option, it's I don't exactly remember the right text, but it's asking something like, hey, like what happened, like how can we help, how can we make it right, and then customer will answer to you. And that's an interesting point where we start the technique of getting it removed. So why am I saying that? Because what you can do is you can say, yeah, we're sorry, but thank you. I mean, just like that, and that's it. But don't. If you have somebody that messaged you back, that's a very big opportunity to remove the review. Why? Because you can actually serve the customer that had the problem. If you come with this thought in mind that he's my customer, I screwed up, and I need to fix it, and now I have a chance, let's fix it. So actually, I even wrote it down a bit, how to do that. So good that Sarah asked this. Once they answer, what I like doing is I like acknowledging their review, their problem. So, for example, they say like, it's a kitchen knife, right? He's like, my handle broke after 2 months of using this, and I don't like it, right? So what you say when they message you back, you can message them back on Amazon, but only if they message you back. That's the way the system works now. Beforehand, like 2018, I'm talking, there were ways to message customers by getting, there was like some, I don't remember the names of the software, but you could talk to them. You could somehow get their order IDs even. Nowadays, again, maybe you can, and it might be black hat, but again, if you want to talk white hat, then we answer to that review by saying this next thing. So, as mentioned, the handle broke after 2 months. You're going to say, hello, John. This is a customer representative name from brand X. Good day to you. Nice to meet you. Hope you're doing great. I see that you said, or I hear you've said that, and you tell his own words. When you say to any person that generally in life, these things that they say to you. So if they say to you, hey, Waseem, how are, and I'm like, no, maybe Waseem says, Vova, I'm doing great today. I went to the park. And I say, Waseem, so you're saying that you are doing great today and you went to the park, right? So when Waseem hears that, he says, okay, he's listening to me. Same with the customer. When you have to actually listen to people, that really helps to just be a good person. Like, listen, it's interesting. Everyone has a good story and fascinating story, truly. So the same with the customer. You kind of talk to them and you say like, hey, John, again, this is maybe Mary from High Rollers brand. Thank you for messaging us. And I hear that you said that the kitchen knife broke after 2 months of using. you know what, this is our bad. I will contact the customer quality inspection team. We'll make sure to inspect each knife even better. But John, listen, this is fine and everything. And again, this is my voice of talking. This is how I talk. John, you know what? Like, it's fine. You don't need to talk like some robot. You can make funny talks, even if you're fixing a problem. That's fine. That's good. People, when they feel that it's not some robotic person there, they're more happy to work with you, do things, right? So you say like, John, you know what? But we need to fix that. How can we fix that for you? So you're saying that the blade broke. Would this be fine? And this needs to answer with the question from your side, so they respond. Would this be fine if we send you the, and here's the thing, would this be fine if we send you a replacement of this product? Yes or no? Or maybe we should offer you a refund. And then what you say, you know what, John? I will just send you the refund, not the refund, the replacement of the product right now. Nevertheless, I'll send you a brand new product right now. You need to ask for their address there. So, John, to which address should I send it to? Could you please reply to my email with the address and I'll send it there? PS, like, thank you, customer representative. PS, we screwed up, we're going to fix it. Oh, yeah, that's very lively email. There is some voice to that. They will answer this email. Usually, they might get lost. If they get lost, give them a follow-up after 3 days. Hey, John, I want to get this knife to you. Can you just continue, right? Sometimes they will disappear. Sarah, sometimes they will disappear and yeah, we just can't do anything. But mostly because people are either getting a refund, that's money, people want their money back, or they will stay and they will actually say, yes, of course. And because you acknowledge them and they see that you're actually there for them, they usually, and in my case, like a lot of times, like most of the times, they do cooperate. So what happens next is they send you the address. Pretty cool, right? What you do is inside your Seller Central, if you want to, and hopefully you have this product in stock. If you don't have, again, come up with an idea. Maybe you ran out of stock. Hey, we're going to send you a different knife, whatever. Better have the same one in stock.
Yeah.
Hopefully you don't have all your bunch of products broken. If it's not like, because if you send another bad knife, this is not good. This is not good.
Yeah. Then definitely you are going to get a bad review again.
Waseem, and then you say like, hey, John, you know what? The knife is on the way to you with the fastest shipping possible, so you can get it faster and start. Like you give again. Here you give again. Even and you screwed up, no problem. I give to fix it, and then they should get the product maybe within 1 day. It will cost you a bit more money to ship. You have 6-day shipping in Amazon itself and Seller Central, 2 day and 1 day. It actually also depends on the region. But let's say you send the fastest. Sometimes the fastest and the middle one will be the same time, just from my memory. But it doesn't matter. You do the fastest. You say, John, it's on the way to you. Have a great cut. We wish you all the best. I'll follow up to see how it's going on. Look, what I've seen on my products, sometimes they change their review. You can also mention to them before, or after they get it, because you can technically ask for a review change. And that's the interesting part. As far as I know on Amazon, you cannot directly, as far as I know, maybe I'm wrong, fix me wrong. You can say, John, could you please change your review? You can't say that, as far as I know. But what I usually do is I just use like different patterns of language. I say, John, we would really appreciate if you rethink your opinion.
Yeah, man.
Something like that. Because maybe even the robots of Amazon, when you're going to write review, or your thoughts about our product, right? What happened? And then it depends on you. You can give them the link to the ASIN, right? Inside Seller Central. I've done that. And because it's the same link inside Amazon, no problem. But again, you follow up. Yes, after a few days, John, did you get the product? Is it fine? It's going to take some time. You have to do some work. But one negative review that you remove will save you like 15 positive reviews that you have to grind for. Or maybe you go from 4.4 to 4.5, and then suddenly Amazon will put you in some, highly rated column on the search page. Whatever. Like, it's good to do that. So you message John, hello. Have you received the product? You can even check. You can check even the tracking number. You can even send it to John, right? If you have it after you have the consumer order ID inside Amazon, and then you can check the tracking number. If it's UPS or something, you can see if it was delivered or not. It was delivered. You give maybe John a day or two, whatever. You follow up. Hey, John, have you received the product? My my credentials here, or how you call it, show that you have received it. So how is it? Were you able to cut your salad? Maybe he mentioned in the review, my salad was not prepared well. Like, John, were you able to cut the salad right? Like, we hope that you do. Can you please let me know? I'm waiting for your answer. You have to make them talk to you back. They said, yeah, thank you, everything, it's nice. Boom, you got them. That's a good point. They're answering. You're good. Say, John, that's great. Apologize for all the mess. Happens, da da da. Here's the link. We would appreciate. That's all happening inside of Amazon, by the way. So you got to be careful with your words, but it's fine. Just you haven't used any kind of weird words. Is it John?
Can you please?
We would appreciate if you share your experience in your opinion that you've shared previously. And what happens then? Magic happens. What happens is you see those 1-2 star reviews turn into a 5-star review with updated, like they say, update to my review. Like Christina from the High Rollers team was awesome. And then if you get a review to the top of your reviews or something, that's great, right? I hope this
Exactly.
is,
Yeah, it's
hope
really,
this
really,
answers
really,
your
really helpful. Even Sarah, she understands the whole strategy.
Yeah,
Saying
I'm
that,
happy. Happy.
yeah,
Rauf there
it's
is
really,
saying, "Are you fine?" I hope I'm fine. I don't know. I think I am, man, but that's debatable. That's debatable. Someone will say yes, someone will say no. I say I'm fine.
yeah. And
So
also, you peoples can join broadcast. You can log in broadcast, because if you log in broadcast, then you are able to see your faces. See here now, you're not able to see your faces. Ralph can see his face because he is already logged in on StreamYard.
right,
This is
right,
the
right.
reason that we cannot show your faces. The
Also,
questions are
Ali is
pretty
asking which
interesting.
state is recommended for LLC, and I have no idea for that. Maybe
Yeah,
Wyoming or something, or maybe
yeah. He's
Waseem
asking for
or
a.
Delaware.
Mm,
I don't know.
yeah, Wyoming, and he can go for Texas as well, and he can go for Florida as well.
Yes.
Actually, he's asking for, I think, the wholesale to account create maybe for that. So
Hmm.
these states are well based on the check the in the Wyoming tax as well, because I heard that there is something like tax relief, but there is something might be problem after that if you have paying less tax or something like that, because you are not in that country. You're from outside. You have to pay tax.
I don't know. I can't help here. I'm not really. I don't understand this
Yeah.
topic too much.
Because
But
in the taxation, you have to always have to consult with the accountants, and they can help. Go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, I have another strategy. I have another strategy for reviews, and here's the strategy.
Yeah,
If that makes sense. So this is something that we've been doing for a while, and you can actually track it, right? You can track if it's working for you or not. But what we do is, let's say again, that's a knife, right? We had this knife. We had this insert card inside the box. I think I shared it on. I was on a podcast one day with I think with the Serious Sellers podcast with Bradley. I think I shared it there. So here's the thing: a hanger. It's called a hanger. Now, what is a hanger? Let's say it's a knife, right? So what
okay.
you can do is, again, depends on how you design your knife. You can add a little string, and on the string,
Yeah,
a little hanger
yes.
where it mentions again what you have to offer. Maybe it's a free warranty, right? Or whatever, with the QR code there. Now, what is the interesting thing here is sometimes maybe people will just get the knife, they don't even look at the added inserts. Therefore, first, I would recommend you making the insert very shiny. Maybe you can make a big red words like say free or something, like make it with a special design that will be eye catchy. And that's good. That should work, right? But still, not everybody will act upon your maybe your what you call it, like warranty or free product. But if you do the same thing for the hanger on the handle maybe of the knife, just like hanging thingy, first again it's another touch point where people can see, and again you can be memorable. You can add something like have your cuts very sharp, and don't forget to get your free lifetime warranty here, scan here.
Yeah.
So and here they will see it, it's on the knife. They gotta see that. They will probably, most of the people will still read it. If you make them smile, if you make them happy, there's a chance that again they will maybe scan it, and even if not, we still made them smile. That's what is very important. And of course the knife needs to cut, but they will tear the part maybe. And I've seen some pictures of our products, they didn't tear it apart, like you know what I mean?
Oh my god.
Stays there. And so it's a reminder. Maybe it can be on one side a QR code, the other side it can be a little quote, it can be your logo, maybe whatever. Here you play, it's for you to play, be playful, right? If you are playful, maybe you're more serious, more premium, that's fine, use your own way of doing that. But that's another thing I can say for reviews. And you can check if people actually scan that specific QR code, because you can do another QR code just to test to see if it works. And again, that's like a few things I can say about that. What do you say, Waseem? What do you think about this live so far?
I would say only the it was amazing that whatever you have share the hacks. And the
Ah,
second thing, we got some question. What do you think? Should we take him on the
Yeah, yeah,
You,
I'm here. I told you until the last question. So
yeah, you said
let's see.
warranty. What do you think about collecting points?
Uh,
Scan this QR code to collect your gift. It's more technical, but it can be still done on low level and by filing their order ID on my website. I can give them my points. I can give them points which they can exchange for samples or product in future. Same goal, they provide info about them and you can offer them product again. PS, you can use shorter version of my name, Vyota. Cheers, guys.
Yeah, Wojta is genius. He has very interesting points. I think I understand what he's saying. And I'll take you another story. I'll take you back to Phuket, where I used to live in Thailand. Very beautiful island for those who have been. Rawai area there. If I understand Wojta right, he's saying the next thing. And people love that. Like maybe when you, as if I understand right, you get some sort of gift from us, right? Maybe the order ID, but they get some sort of points, right? And that, for example, you gain 3 points, you earn a free product. 5 points, you earn this and that, if I understand Voita right. And here's my story from Phuket, and many businesses use that. So where I remember, there was a place selling hamburgers. I don't remember the name of the place. It was Vivi's. I think it was Vivi's. No, another hamburger. Oh, I forgot the name. Doesn't matter. What happened is when you go there and you order, you get a card from that place owner, and it was a new business. It was a French guy, I think, and he came and gave me like, hey, it's also good, like very good customer experience for me. Hello, how's your food? Yeah, good, thank you. How's your hamburger? It's very nice, man. And he's like, you know what? Here's a card for you. And here's in the card you have, I think it was 10 points, 5. I don't remember exactly. Honestly, I don't remember here, but he stamps or not stamps. He does a little hole in 1 point. He says, you know what? Here's the first time you visit. When you visit 3 times, you get free chips.
Oh my god.
You see, that's I think what Voita means. And honestly, I haven't tried it for my products, but the recent book I read that was, I think it was Decoded, maybe Decoded. The book's name was. I remember there was the strategy by some brands that actually were able to create very loyal audience, repeating buyers, because each time they bought, it influenced them to get to the next level. So imagine, Waseem, you did 9 things, like maybe, for example, again, if I bought the hamburger 4 times. On number 5, I get free hamburger. I tell my friend, hey, man, you know what, John, bro, like there's this hamburger place. If we eat there today, I pay, or we can pay half and half, but you'll get a free hamburger. And that's pretty cool. We can do that for any brand. Take it to your own brand. Again, no experience working in Amazon space, but the rest real recently in the book. So if that's what Voita meant.
Okay, really appreciate it, man, and thank you so much for the
No problem.
time.
My pleasure.
It was really helpful for the audience as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I think we should leave now, and
Yeah, of
then
course.
we will be again with some new topics for the audience very sooner. Guys, Vova has a YouTube channel. Let me share the link right now. Vova has YouTube channel. I'm always sharing his YouTube channel,
Appreciate
and
it.
I would like to ask you peoples that go and watch his YouTube video and like, subscribe, and share his channel. And also, don't forget to look at his face, catch his face actually.
I appreciate it, man. Really. If everyone's welcome, yeah, like just come, watch, ask questions. I'll be happy to interact. Also, Ali is asking like last question: how to source product US local market. Not much experience for me with that. I tried and like emailing people to source locally. I don't know. I got ignored so much. I don't know why. But you gotta just find. Maybe you go to Google, you type in product name, U.S. manufacturer. You'll find places. There's Thomas Net. But again, from my experience, no, I just do in China. But it's a good idea because your product cycle to get it to market will be faster, probably. Thank you,
At
guys.
the end, yeah,
Appreciate
at the end, just only do one thing. I would say that one thing that for suppose if you are even most of the people they are trying to save the time, you will get that sourcing in your own country. But at the end, you have to
Interesting.
move to
Yes.
US. Sorry, in the China, you have to move to China for sourcing because what is happening actually in local markets? They have limited stock. They are not actually. They are just buying, selling, and bringing something new. But you are
Mhm.
going to sell your own brand business, so that's why what you have to do is you have to go with proper plan or proper product development, everything. What do you say?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Interesting point. Local
Yeah,
market.
Suleiman. Thank you so much, man, and
Rahman,
thank you for
yeah,
everyone
legend.
for joining us.
Good fella, good fella.
So have a nice evening,
Yeah.
guys.
Thank you,
Thanks,
everyone. Bye
Baba.
for now.
Thank you.
Bye
Thank you
bye.
so much for your time. Bye.
My pleasure. Bye.